Good morning, social media, Facebook, YouTube, whoever watches this afterwards. We want you to like and share. Join us live. I hope I'm live. Yes, Lord, I hope I am. Trying to see. All right. So join us as we get ready to talk about some stuff. My husband and I were talking about business credit this morning as we're in this cold weather. I pray everybody is safe, all of that great stuff. But here we go. Get your pens, piece of paper. We're going to give y'all a chance to join us, rock out with us as we go live this morning. Here we go. Let's grow. Good morning, husband. Listen, if you're rocking out with us, I want you to like, share, all of that great stuff. We got some stuff we want to talk about this morning in this cold weather, husband, as we are sitting here warm, not working today. Well, we are working later, but hey.
Hey, we working right now. What you talking about?
That part. Yes, sir. You're right.
Good morning, everybody. Listen, as my wife, she sets up the backstage and get things going. I pray that you are doing us a favor. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to like, subscribe, share. I know that you've probably seen us on our podcast and everything else. We're going to come in different magnitudes, but as God lay things in our heart, you're going to see us here on Facebook. And so this is a very important topic. If you are a entrepreneur or if you want to be an entrepreneur, I promise you, you don't want to miss this discussion. Now, my wife made a video years ago, or maybe last year, I say years ago, months ago, and it's called, It's Boring Building Millions. It's boring building millions. It's one of those boring topics, but it's so necessary to become that entrepreneur that you want to be, or become that business you want to be, that business that's take you off your job, that business that supports you, that business that supports your children, even that business that will be able to be passed down. So if you are a serious, aspiring entrepreneur, I don't care how long you've been doing it. I found out there are business owners who've been doing business for over 50 years that don't know what we're going to share today. I do know business owners have been doing business for only 5 years, and they know this, they master this. We want to bridge the gap and make sure that you have this information. So do me a favor. If you are an aspiring entrepreneur and you're really serious about this, that means that, you know what, I was doing something. I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to get my pen and paper out. I'm going to listen to this. And I challenge you to, if you got to multitask, keep listening so we get that live interaction, because we're going to be having you to ask some questions. So keep listening, but be willing to say, I'm going to watch this again next time so I can get more out of it. So I promise you, you don't hear me say those words very often. I promise you, you will not regret. If you're serious about being an entrepreneur, you will not regret this live. You will not regret what we're going to give you. You will not regret the time that you're going to share. And most of you are not going anywhere anyways. You're at home chilling because you can't go because it's frozen outside.
Especially in Texas.
Yep, especially in Texas. Actually, shoots across the whole southwest region of the United States.
No, I heard somebody say the other day, I heard somebody say the other day you were in Chicago, and so the Chicago weather versus Texas weather, and they were saying how it's totally different in Texas when the weather is like this, and I believe that it is. It's something that we're not used to, but at the same time, it's a time to kind of take a peaceful pause, a purposeful pause. I did an email blog this morning saying take a purposeful pause to enjoy your time. Huh?
Straight my desk look a mess.
Oh Lord Jesus! But take a purposeful pause, for the call. So I think that part is very, very important. But anywho, husband, listen, if you're on liking and share, I want you to just say good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Do me a favor. I want to see who's on with us this morning. Just to make sure that we're engaging with somebody on this very, very cold morning. I think right now is it 20-something degrees outside.
Yeah, but it feels good in this house though.
Yes, it does. Thank God for heat.
Amen. Yeah.
So
other than that, husband, let's talk. Let's chop it up.
Right. So the whole concept today, as you jump on, feel free to just let us know you're here. Concept that we're dealing with is business credit, building business credit, and I'm going to deal with the three dimensions of building business credit because most time you hear people talk about building business credit, they just deal with that. Hey, how do you build business credit? And they talk real fast, they go through real quick, and you left with what you started with, what you've been hearing forever. Today I'm going to take a little different approach to it because business credit has a lot to it, and just to kind of put a little bit of a content to our context. Content is, we've been in business now since 2020, and we accidentally built business credit because, watch this, we did everything everybody told us to do. We took some classes, we was in the right rooms, and we did everything they told us to do, and looked up now. Almost 6 years later, we're in 2026. In April, we'll be in business for 6 years totally. We have over, I would say, almost $400,000 worth of assets that's in our business name. And we're actually operating with somewhere close to $200,000 in business operating credit that we can pull on anytime we need to, especially called line of credit. Line of credit. So this is very important when you're doing business. We're going to talk about a few things here, but maybe you want to kind of share anything like any introduction thoughts on business credit and why it's so important. And because when I'm going to go in, I'm kind of tell you the direction I'm going to go in. I really want them to understand the why most people try and it's not good. Why you should, and then what is it. And then number one, how do you build it? The last thing I'm talking about is how do you build it, because it's important to understand that.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to, what's the name? Give me 1 second.
No problem, no problem at all, no problem at all. Once again, if you're with us this morning, I would love to hear from you. Just say, hey, yeah, I'm watching, I'm watching, I'm following this information. What was that?
Nothing. I'm laughing at you. You said I'm watching. Um, but yeah, I would say this when it comes to business credit, I would say that one of the things that I learned, most people think that like when you're building a business or you're starting a business, that you are literally the one that has to do that you got to use your own money to get it done. And I
Yeah,
think people don't realize that there's a way for you to build business credit to where you're not just using your money, but you're using other people's money. And I think when you learn that as a business owner, you learn the power of business credit. And I didn't know that when we first started. I didn't know. I was like, wait a minute, like business credit, I'm thinking that you literally have to build, I don't know, a portfolio, but not realizing that you are building a portfolio, but a portfolio that would allow you to go into locations and build to build when it comes to not just your credit, but using credit cards, using vendors, all of this stuff. So it was a lot different for me.
yeah. And I think the key thing we found out, if I talk about what I thought business credit was, I really didn't understand the purpose of business credit. I thought, this is what I thought. This is honest to God truth. I thought people would open a business so they can get access to this business credit because they had bad personal credit. I thought business credit was something that you got because you knew that you already had bad personal credit. So I'm trying to open up a business. So my business would now give me access to what my name wouldn't. And I didn't even think about operation expense. I didn't think about cost. I didn't think about any of those things. And I think a lot of people, I really think, and watch this here, I think if I could kind of kick the conversation off, I think one of the main problems, sweetheart, we can have this kind of like dialogue back and forth. I think one of the main problems is most people want business credit, if I deal with the why, for the wrong reason. They
Right.
want business credit for the wrong reason. And the wrong reason, I believe, is that the reason why most people don't need business credit is because that's the wrong reason. They want something for nothing. They're
Right.
thinking to themselves, I think the same reason why some people open up nonprofits, because they think nonprofit will give them access to money to do things to elevate them versus to elevate the community, or do things to elevate them versus elevating the business. I really think, I get business credit. I can buy a car in my business credit. I can buy a house in my business credit. Even though I'm not doing big business, I can still make big moves. And so
Right.
I feel like the one of the main reasons why people want business credit, because they want, I want to put a pin that they want something for nothing. Would you
Right.
agree?
I totally agree. I think that when it comes down to building business credit is like that, I believe some people think that it's connected to their their I don't know what you want to call it. Yeah. I think some people think that it's connected to their regular credit
Hmm.
versus their business credit. And I think sometimes that's where we get messed up at. Yeah.
So I want to kind of shift over then. If that's the case, if that's the wrong reason why we build business credit, what is the right reason why we build business credit?
Hmm.
And this is so important. Now, if you got a pen and paper, this I want you to write down. The reason why you want business credit is to help you do business at a rate, help you do business, watch this, at a level that will bring you more money, but you don't have the money right now to operate to bring that more money. So I'm gonna say it again. You need to say, look here, I'm a hairdresser and I have a regular cost. I have supplies coming in. What plug this in? I need a startup cost. Let's start right there. I need a startup cost. I know if I had what I need, I can generate this much money. If I had all the equipment, if I had all the stuff, and I'm kind of using hairdresser because it's so important. If I had all the things I need, I had all the somebody. I know I could generate about $5,000 a month. I know I can generate $5,000 a month. But right now, what I have, I can only probably make maybe $800 to $900 a month. So I need someone to give me some money to get me a chair. I need someone to give me some money to buy me some Marcel's. I need somebody to give me some money, to give me. I need enough products. If I can get a kickstart to get me set up, get me going, now I have what I need to make the money. Watch this here, to pay back that credit. So now, let's say I generated a bill of maybe $500 a month. I'm making the money to pay back that $500 a month with the equipment that I got. I'm making plus that. So I may only need $4,500 to operate on. So I'm making enough money to pay that back, and I'm making enough money to live off on because I got that business credit. And that's the first and foremost, whether you're doing a barbershop, a hair salon, whether
Right.
you're doing, anything that takes a cost to do business. Not every business costs to do business.
Right.
But if you have a business that costs the business, you want to kick off with this startup cost, this startup money, so that I can get money to make money. You want to add to
Right.
that?
No, I'm with you. I totally agree.
That's the first thing is you want to get money, make money. And so there are different ways you do this. And the reason why I'm having this discussion today, because I had a couple people come to me, and if you got a service-based business is the main thing, because if you got a yard cutting business, I need equipment to cut grass. If I have a cleaning company, I need equipment to do cleaning. Listen, if you're not doing anything that's gonna cost money to make money, you really don't need business credit in the beginning. But if you're doing something that's going to cost money to make money, you need money. So people are like, okay, well, how do I get that? And that's the key thing. So next thing you know, why. The why you do it is because I need money to make money. I need equipment. I need things to make money. That's the one and only reason why you need business credit. Now watch this here. So what? It's three different ways you can get this money. Three different ways. Number one, you can do it with borrowed credit. I'm going to write that down. Borrowed credit. If you need this money, and so I want you to understand, for me to get this business credit, I can get this business credit, and you don't have to go to a bank. You don't have to go, to all these other areas. There's different ways you can get this done, creative ways. So the first one I'm going to talk about is borrowed credit. Borrowed credit. How do you do borrowed credit? Most banks, when you first start a business up, they want you to borrow. They want to borrow your credit for your business.
Listen, I want to say this. If you're you just joining on, we want you to type in the screen borrowed credit, borrow credit. Rock out with us. This is a dialogue. Not what is it called? Am I saying it right?
Dialogue. Yeah, dialogue.
Dialogue, not a monologue. So rock
Mhm.
out with us as you join us live in this warm facility that you're in. This place that you're in. But yeah, go ahead, husband. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Borrow credit. This is the key thing. You gotta understand. If you are a serious entrepreneur and you really want this, you need this information. So number one, you can do borrow credit. And borrow credit, it may not work for everybody. It may not work for everybody. Say, I need some money. I need to buy a car. I need some money. I need to buy a chair. I need some money. I need to borrow. And I cannot do business without this material. And I know I can generate the income. And so what do? I can get borrow credit. This won't work for everybody. I'm telling you now, when it comes to entrepreneurs, this may only work for the top 10 percentile. Borrow credit means you got good credit, but your business don't have credit yet. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna sign, they're gonna apply, they're gonna run your credit, your business, and then they're gonna say, "Can I add you as an authorized person, or can I add your credit to it?" So now you're gonna borrow your personal credit to give your business that co-signer. Look at your business like a child. You're gonna use your personal credit to say, "Hey, this is the person who's gonna pay the bill if the business can't do it." Well,
Right.
some of y'all say, "Why did I just use my personal credit in the first place?" I thought the whole point was not to use my personal credit. Listen, you want to separate yourself. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. We want to separate yourself and get yourself separate, but to establish that true use, we talk about this is not personal credit. This is not building personal credit. We're talking about building business credit. The reason why you want to build business credit is because you want that business to stand on its own. So until that business can stand on its own, you may have to use your personal credit. We have to use our personal credit in the beginning, even if it
Good.
wasn't at the level I wanted it to be. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's good. I think with that understanding is that you have to understand too, getting your personal credit together. And I think that is the downfall for most people. It's like, okay, can y'all put the number one if you agree? Wait a minute, my personal credit is not where it needs to be. And I think that's the thing that we found out. We thought that we had to have a 700 score. We thought that we had to have, this high score for credit, and didn't realize that we didn't need that high score in order to get business credit. We just needed a score. I think it was 540
Yeah.
and above to be able
580.
580 and above to be able to do what you do. See, I knew it. But yes, I think that's the downfall is how do I get that part ready? I would add to this is that being a person that worked for Equifax before, I would tell anyone, number one, we have a link. Email us and I put the email information in there. Harden Enterprise. We have a link that of someone that can partner with you, and they will help build your business, your regular credit. That's one thing. That's a resource of ours that is on our Lions Den website. You can go get that resource, or you can contact us. But the second thing is to pay off that first small bill, that debt that you owe, because you don't want to owe nobody, but pay off that debt that you owe and start small. And when you start small, that boosts up your credit automatically. Excuse me, is learning to pay off that small thing. If that is a JC Penney's, a Kohl's, or gas card, whatever you may have, pay off that small thing. And now you start the process of building your credit. It may take about 6 months, but you can get it built. We did it in 4. So it can
Yep.
happen. I'm sorry, my credit was good. Bishop did it in 4. Sister Lee, I'm petty. I don't play. And one thing I do not play about, I don't play about my husband, my children, and my credit. I don't play about my credit. I want to make sure that my credit. So it was Bishop credit that we had to get to where it needed to be because his credit carried the most weight. Why did his credit carry the most weight? Because he brought in the most income. And so that allowed us to do other things. But yeah,
I'm not going to respond to her
you don't have to
her
respond. You don't have
petty
to
pettiness.
respond. You don't, because my
She,
credit is
she
good.
she did have good credit. She did
Good.
good credit because I
No,
let
I ain't
her
gonna
use my
did.
credit.
I do have good credit. Don't
She
put
she
did
had
on
good
there.
credit, but
I
she in
do.
the past she had it when I didn't have good credit because I let her
Miss
use
Green
my
finna do
credit
this
for
on this
everything.
live. So don't act like you don't need my
Okay,
credit. Don't do that.
your mama, your
Your
mama.
mama.
If to the
Your
listen,
mama.
instead your mama. Listen, so listen. So real fast, I want to get back to the point at hand. So I want you to understand. So as you, I need this. Like I say, I it's one thing you could talk about a topic, sweetheart, that everybody just get right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something else talk about a topic that everybody need. It's like we always talk about the hospital and the restaurant. The hospital will give you what you need even though you don't want it. You know, this is
Mm-hmm.
one of the things you need. So if you're an entrepreneur, please let me know. Say, I'm a serious entrepreneur. I saw one already on screen. I need to see some more ones pop up and say, I'm a serious
Yeah.
entrepreneur and I'm really am serious about this. I really need to hear this because I like to know I'm speaking and sharing information to people who actually desire it. And if I got one or two, I'm good. But I want to know who else is out there. Don't be so, what you call like a back office watcher. Be serious about it so that you can prove I need to be responsible in my approach. So number one, why? Most people don't work it because they try to get something for nothing. Why do I need business credit? I need business credit because I need to make sure I can have the money to operate to generate more money. I need something to generate more money. And if you need something to generate more money, money that I don't have, you need business credit. We're gonna talk about that more here in a second. But I need help. generating. If I had just the assistance that I need, I could generate more money. If I generate more money, then I could pay that back and do better business and keep growing and higher and higher. So listen, so what is it? You first start with is borrow credit. That's from your name. You can even use if you have my wife. Me and my wife, we did business together. She talked about her credit was good, and she is a lot of the equipment we got was because of her credit. She was so right. I
Wait a minute,
borrowed
say it
her
one more
credit.
time. I'm sorry. Say it one more time. One more time.
I'm not going to play with Pastor Mom. We borrowed each other credit to do what we got to do in business, and it helped us get the equipment we needed. So our first trailer we got, my wife credit was able to, the business did the loan, but she was a
Mhm.
co-signer of the business. Then I did some loans, and I was a co-signer of the credit as we borrowed our credit. And so you're like, man, many people say, what's the point? I thought business credit was, I didn't need my personal credit. Get over that. That is a lie. Now, can you do business credit without having good credit? Yes. It's going to take a little more work. We can get you there, but stop telling yourself I can have bad credit and do business. Because at the end of the day, people want to do business with you, not your business, because they got to have a person to look at. You have to build your credit. Good morning, Miss
Good
Miles.
morning.
So the first thing, borrowed. The next one, well, maybe I don't have good credit. This is the one I want you to really pay attention to. Maybe I don't have good credit. I can't borrow credit, and I don't want to borrow credit from anybody else. So what do I do? Write this down. Bootstrap credit.
I
Bootstrap
never
credit.
heard of that.
I know it is
Bootstrap.
bootstrap credit.
Type that in the screen. How you spell it? Bootstrap. Strap.
Bootstrap. BOOT strap. STRAP. Bootstrap. Strapped ED. Bootstrapped credit. There's actually a real term. The word bootstrapped, if you look at the real term bootstrap, it is defined as, excuse me, in general, bootstrapping usually refers to a self-starting process that is supposed to continue or grow without external input. Many analytical techniques are often called bootstrap methods in reference to their self-starting, self-supporting implementation, such as bootstrapping. Bootstrap means I had to figure out on my own. I had to self-start. I have to self-become, and I have to become. This is most. Now I said 10% of us start off in the borrower credit. That means you start a business. I can use my name, and this is the most responsible way to start if you can do the borrower credit. But most of us don't have borrower credit ability, so we got to bootstrap it. That means that I'm not going to use bad credit as a reason why I do not build my business. Because most entrepreneurs can find 20 reasons not to start. And money and credit is the first reason. I don't have the money to start. I don't have the credit to start. So I'm going to just sit here and just do a side hustle. Scrap that. You can do bootstrap credits. Write it down. Bootstrap credit. So what is bootstrap credit? This is one of the most important ones. Bootstrap credit requires three things. Number one, it requires you to have a business bank account. We can go a little deeper in a second, but I want to start just at bootstrap credit. You need to have a business bank account. You need to have a business name, and you need to have money going in
Wait,
and
can
out
you
that
type
business bank
that in the
account.
screen? Bishop, you teaching me something. Say it again. I want them to type that part in the screen. What are the three things you got to have? Business what? Bank account?
You need to have a business bank account, a business name. That's DBA. It don't matter. I'm not going to talk about it. Just get a DBA. DBA is doing business as. Go out there and start getting some money made. A business bank account. You need a business name, and I would even say you need an accounting system. You need an accounting system. You definitely need an accounting system. Those three things are so important. Those three things. So, if you're gonna bootstrap your credit, what you're gonna do is say, "I'm gonna prove y'all wrong. Y'all say that I'm not a good person to lend money to. I'm gonna prove to you I am.
I
I'm
love
gonna
it.
go out here. I'm gonna do. This is real. We use this. We use bootstrap credit right now. We literally use
Yeah.
bootstrap credit because we still have bank credit, we have borrow credit, but we also use bootstrap credit. And I'd rather use bootstrap credit because it don't cost me anything.
I was just sitting up here thinking, I'm like, man, we just did that. We
Yeah,
just had to use boot. I didn't know that's what it was, but that was the information that we had to give in order to get a major loan. So
yeah.
and in order to get, we just got another equipment. So yeah, I love it. I never knew that's what that was called. I'm sorry.
Bootstrap credit saying, look here, every business need businesses to do business, what you're going to do is not try to prove to the bank that you're a good business owner. You're going to prove to other businesses that you're a good person to do business with. I'm going
Can
to
I
go out here and go ahead.
go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I want to say this, and I think that's the thing. I want to tell anyone that watches this, if you watch the replay, first of all, those of you that are on here, I want you to like and share all that stuff. Help us get this out to the algorithm, because this is a conversation that most people, I know we were not taught. We did not know about OPM. Other people's money. We did not know that we could do these things when it comes to business credit. And I will say this, for every person, I know some people say, I don't want to say I'm a small business. Small businesses rule the world. Can you type that? Small businesses rule the world. Why does small businesses rule the world? Because we are the ones that make money go round. There's opportunities that the government say, hey, we need a small business, so that those small businesses can partner with other small businesses that can partner with other small businesses that can be able to flip and turn money and keep the money going. And that's the power of a small business. And so because that's the power of a small business, guess what happens with the power of a small business? There are people out there that wants to say, hey, I want to give you a loan so that you can keep doing business. Why do you think they gave the PP loan out to business owners, small business owners? Because I want to give this money to you so that you can keep money flowing. Because if I give it to somebody, a regular person, that person is going to take it to McDonald's. Lord,
Right.
but McDonald's, and they're gonna go spend the money. But a small business is going to put it into their business. They're gonna invest into themselves, and now when that small business invests into themselves, they're able to do more business, which is gonna keep the money going around. So what do I mean? Small businesses rule the world. If you become a small business, you become an asset to the entire United States, sugar. You become an asset to what you're doing. So why not become an asset so that you can build your business credit, and now you can go get other monies to be able to get that done. We've done it. I'm not telling you something that I heard. I'm telling you something. Look, Minister Miles, you know me. I ain't telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something I know, that small businesses rule the world. And so I didn't know that was bootstrap crediting that we were doing when we just walked in just recently and just bought another equipment with our credit. And ain't
But that right there, that right there was built credit. We're gonna talk about built credit in a second. I'm talking about bootstrap credit. Bootstrap a little different, but you definitely on the right point. And but at the end of the day, so which equipment were we talking about?
I was talking about the trailer we just got.
So no, that was built credit. And so, but I'm gonna tell you this: bootstrap credit. The house we built, the house we're building.
Mm-hmm.
We building our house off bootstrap credit. Bootstrap credit.
Got it. Okay. I got it.
The bank wasn't involved at all. They didn't have to call. They did no history on me or nothing. That was built off bootstrap credit, and I'm gonna tell you that in a second. So, but perfect. But everything she said is 100% correct. Because listen, this is I want you to understand, right? I got to get you to see this, right? I'm me, and what I actually have and what I can afford can only generate a certain amount of income. If I have maybe $500 worth of equipment, you can generate maybe let's say for Lamisha. I love Lamisha. She's a perfect example of this, right? Lamisha had a Cricut. This is a perfect example. Lamisha had a Cricut, and that Cricut she can make $500 a month on shirts with that Cricut. And now I know for a fact I got way more orders, but I don't have the capacity or the money. I'm only generating enough money to stay open and to generate shirts, buy a few shirts. Well, if I had some money, I would buy two things. I don't want to buy more shirts because I can't even make more shirts. Why would I buy more shirts if I can't make more shirts? I want to buy a bigger machine that can make more shirts, that can generate money for me to buy more shirts so I can sell more shirts. Now I took my $500 because I bought a bigger machine that can make, now I was making maybe $500, that now I can actually make enough to make $5,000. Now I can make more shirts, buy more shirts, sell more shirts. Now I increase my income. If I can't buy the machine, why would I even do it? So I need some credit to show that I can buy this machine, generate more income. Whether I'm, trying to cut more yards, maybe I need 5 more machines, but I can't afford more machines because I only have one machine. But if I can find more machines, I can get more staff. I get more staff. I can cut more yards. I can cut more yards. I can make more money. It's called scaling. Listen,
Type that.
business
Wait,
credit.
Bishop, you got to let them type so we can get in the algorithm. I need folks to hear this. Can y'all type what you said again? Scaling.
It's called scaling. Scaling. That's how you scale.
Scaling is powerful.
Let me tell you a secret, right? In the real world, we're dealing with people. We look at credit bad. And the people, that means if you got credit, that means you had the money to buy it. Business is totally different. Every major corporation in the world use credit. Why? My wife always talk about it. OPM. I'd rather use other people's money than my money. If my money is sitting in the bank, that's my value. If I'm using your money, I'm using your value to make more money, to add to my money. I don't want to spend my money to make money.
I want that's what. I don't want to. Can somebody type? I don't want to spend my money. I don't want to spend my money. I want to spend other people's money. OPM. And the only way you can do that is go ahead, sir. I just got excited in my soul.
We try to get money. We try to get money to buy us stuff while we doing small business. We try to get a business loan to buy big material that we're going to live in while we're doing small business. You never get a business loan to buy personal stuff, ever. You get a business loan or business credit to do bigger business so you can make bigger money so you can do bigger business. And it's the key thing here, right?
Wait, I want to say that. Wait, hold on. You're taking me fast. I want to say that too, because I'm the person. I am you and you are me. Okay. I want you to type that. I am you.
Hold up. She better said, Bishop, you too deep and I'm on y'all level. So let me get y'all caught up.
Yes, I'm on the level. Now, some of you are on Bishop level. This ain't for you. But some of you are on my level. The level of, you mean to tell me that money is going to come through here and I don't get to spend it on me? I need you to type in the screen and say, I'm you and you and me. Don't leave me out here in these streets by myself, because I was the one. Wait, you mean to tell me that I can't go buy a pair of shoes with that money that we just came in here? You mean to tell me that we can't go buy some couches, some clothes, some whatever? You mean to tell me that when I get this money, I cannot go spend this money on me?
As a business credit card, a business loan, a scale, whatever it is, you better not put a dime on your hand.
I only got one person. I know I'm not by myself. That when you get that business credit card, you want to go spend it on you. When you get that business money, you want to go, when you make money from the business, you want to spend all of that money on you. I am you and you are me. I was that girl. Okay, I get some more people in here. Okay, it's not just me.
Listen,
thank y'all.
Yeah, listen, I need you to get comfortable. I got a lot more to give. Call your sister, call your cousin and say, y'all, this black joker know what you're talking about. I got a lot more to give.
I want to say this, Bishop, but I had to learn that in order for us to get more money, we had to make sure we had enough money. So I couldn't spend the money on me. But go ahead. I want to clear it up.
That's cool. And listen, so this one gets a bootstrap credit. So I don't have the credit to borrow credit to make money. But I got bootstrap. I can do bootstrap credit because I need to prove that I can do business so that someone would trust me to give me an opportunity. Bootstrap said, I want to prove to people that I'm worth giving an opportunity to. I'm not sure what that means. Look at this. So I told you, I need more money to do bigger business. So bootstrap credit looks like this. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get a business bank account. Separate. Watch this here. You need to separate yourself from your business. We're going to go deeper in a second. I need to get a business bank account. Go get a DBA. I want you to get an LLC, but some of y'all won't do it, so at least go get a DBA. Let's start with that. DBA, go down to your county that you do business in, say, hey, I need a DBA. Doing business as. That means that's you doing
your business. We want to encourage you to get an LLC. But we want to encourage you.
Give me a second. Baby, I'm going to say. Baby, I'm serious. Give me a second.
Okay.
Doing business as. I'm trying to keep them bootstrap level. Bootstrap level me. I'm not trying to do all that. I'm trying to get started. And I'm going to go back to LLC. And she's right. I'm going to LLC, but I got to separate the two. So doing business as is, this is me, Clyde. This is Harden Enterprise. This is Clyde doing business with Harden Enterprise. I'm actually creating a separation. Then I go down to the bank and say, hey, I need a bank account. What kind of bank account? I need a business bank account. Okay, then you're gonna get a business bank account and you're gonna put your name on the business. Now your business is got a bank account and is actually has a name, and then you need to get an accounting system. That accounting system is your gold. This is your gold because this accounting system, every dime your business make, you want to put in that accounting system. Every transaction your business make, if you spending it, put it through that accounting system. If you're making it, put in the accounting system. This is what is credit? Reputation of repetition. It's building a reputation of repetition. Say it again. Don't type it because you might can't get it, but it's building a reputation of repetition. I'm showing that I'm being repetitive. I'm building a credit that, hey, that dude he built his credit up. He built his accountability up. He's been repetitive. So now you've been bootstrapping it. You go down to the local lumber yard, picture me, or you go down to the local store and the beauty supply store. You didn't know I can go to the beauty supply store and get a line of credit to the beauty supply store. You show the beauty supply store that I have been doing business. You show the lumber yard, I have been doing business. You show them 3 bank statements of your profit and loss statements. I've done it before. Then they say, oh, you've been doing business? Okay, then. So now they build a line of credit. You need a whole stock of beauty supply material. You go down there and he said, look, I'm giving you a $500 line of credit. You can get $500 worth of beauty supply equipment. Come back at the end of the month and pay me back. You take that $500 where you can only afford maybe this much. Now you got this much. Now I can do more hair. I can do more products. I can do this. And now I go back and I go get this done. And now I come back and I make more money. And now I pay him back his money. He give me $1,000. And now I got that $1,000 line of credit with him. And now maybe his supplies is too expensive. I can now have the history. I go find another supplier who don't sell to the customers. All they do is offer stuff to beauty shops. And now they say, oh, you've been doing business with him? I'm going to go ahead and give you a bigger line of credit. You building your credit off of your history, the fact that I've been doing business, I'm generating money. All they're going to do, they're going to ask you for 3 things. I've done it before. They're going to ask you for 3 bank statements, 3 months of bank statements, and they're going to ask you for 3 profit and loss statements. They didn't ask for your credit. They ask for history. They say you are doing business. You showing them you're doing business. You print them up, you give it to them. I bootstrap my own credit. I'm building credit through relationships. That makes sense, baby?
Mm-hmm.
You look like you like I'm lost.
No, I'm not. I want to. It makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense to everybody else that's listening, but it makes
That's what
sense.
you might translate it. Help translate it for me.
I can't translate that. I hope it makes sense. I need you to put the number 2 on the screen if that makes sense. Put the number
And
2
I'll say
on
this
the
here.
screen.
We're building a house right now, and the house we're building, the bank didn't tell us that we had to pay for the house out of pocket. We had already built a relationship with Thomas Supply. Give shout out to Thomas Supply. I love Thomas Supply in the area. And the Thomas Supply gave me a line of credit. I thought the line of credit was maybe
Miss Lagway?
$5,000. Hey, Miss Lagway. I thought the line of credit was $500, maybe $5,000. I looked at it, the line of credit didn't have a limit because they knew I've been doing business. I showed them how I've been doing business. So I went there and they delivered. I'm gonna be honest, they delivered over $100,000 of material. Didn't go through the bank. They delivered over $100,000 of material and they say, pay me back in 30 days. I had 30 days to finish that part of the job, get the money to go pay them back. And believe me, now, if I did this job, $100,000, we made approximately $200,000. So on they 100,000, I made 100,000. They didn't get that, baby.
Wait, say it again. Say it
We got
again.
$100,000 worth of material that we got delivered. Off that $100,000 of material, we made $200,000. That means I didn't.
Wait, because I want that the sizzle. I think people understand like that right there is the power of that part of business credit and becoming a vendor to another company. Again, small businesses rule the world. So if those small businesses partner together, no matter what, Thomas Supply love to see Harden Enterprise coming because they know that Harden Enterprise, they can make money off of Harden Enterprise while Harden Enterprise make money off of another way. They know that Harden Enterprise, that material, whatever, if you have a product that you use and you partner with another company that sells the product, number one, they're going to sell it to you cheaper. Type that. They're going to sell it to you at a cheaper value because you're going to use them all the time. That's how you build the power of partnership. Type that in the screen. Now that's the power of partnership. Not that we gonna come in here, we gonna make no. We making money together, but you get your cut, I get
I
my
get my
cut.
code.
And we ain't asking each other to drop the cuts. Give me something low. No, we're all getting a piece of the pie. And that's the power of it. So when you go back to the part, you made 100,000, you did spend 100,000, but you made 200,000 off of that. That's good.
So we make 200,000. So now I didn't touch my money, and I used that money. I got my $100,000 back. I gave them I got 200,000. I gave them 800,000. Now we just doubled the money off of. And don't get caught up on the number. Get caught up on the possibility. He had $100,000 worth of material. Now watch this here. He may have only paid $80,000 for that material, but he sold it to me for $100,000. He gave it to me. When I gave it back to him, he keep 20,000. He give his 80,000 back to the person he got his business. It happens all the way down the road. He made money off his money. I made money off his money. And listen, this is what bootstrapping is. We don't need banks for bootstrapping. We need history. Well, we do need bank. We need to put the money we put in the bank. But when I put the money in the bank, I don't want your high interest credit.
Come on here, sir.
How much interest I paid on that money? Zero interest. Zero. Now, if I wouldn't have paid him back, that'd been a whole different thing.
Baby, you just said a whole piece. Zero interest. And guess what? Half of the vendors that you have out there will give you zero interest because they want to do business with you.
I'm gonna go a step further. So I let the guys work on the house in that same period. The guys worked on the house. They worked on the house for about 2 weeks. And when they get to working on the house, I paid them net 7 or net 14. Now watch this here. If they worked on the house for 2 weeks and I paid them net 7, let's say net 7, that means I bought 21 days of their labor on credit. I didn't pay them for 21 days. So not only did I not pay the lumber, I didn't pay for the labor until I got paid. So if I pay for the labor when I get paid, I pay for the lumber I get paid. I've done now not just $100,000 worth of material, $200,000 worth of material. I did another maybe $100,000 in labor. So that's now $300,000 that I don't have to spend. When I get my first payout, let's say my payout was whatever it was, it's not your business. I now can pay my labor and I can pay my material and I keep the difference. That's called bootstrap credit. And y'all say, where they do that at? Where they do that at? Actually, you just work for 21 days and you don't get paid. Your job.
Wait. Because I wanted to speak to that. Because you got people out here saying, you're going to pay me as soon as I get done with my work. You will not work with us. Because guess what? If you were working on a 9 to 5, you do not get paid. Matter of fact, when you start the job, how about let's go there? When you start the job,
I was just going to say that
with an expectation to get paid.
But now watch this, and every one of them put a week in the hole. What that means? You work 21 days without a paycheck. 21, and you don't realize that now.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I need, okay, can somebody say amen in the chat? I need you to say amen if you have worked for 21 days with no pay. No pay at all. And you mean to tell me you start a small business and now you started this small business and because they work for you one day, that person put in labor for one day, you're going to pay them the same day that they work. No, we're not doing that.
And we do that in the beginning because we think people want that. You think we want that. So we don't pay anybody. We don't pay anybody before 2 weeks of them doing work. We don't. Now, we make special accommodations if they work 2 weeks and they say, I need a little something. We might pay them out a little something. But at the end of the day, I don't ever pay you before you finish all the money. It's a whole long story about it. But anyways, so now I bought time and I made money off of their time. I bought material. I made money off their material. All of it is at a 0% interest. Everyone type in bootstrap. I gotta keep moving. Is this making sense, sweetheart? Am I talking crazy?
No, it makes sense to me.
Okay. So number one, borrow credit. That's the easiest. If you got good credit, you can get rolling. You ain't got to do all that. But even do borrow credit, eventually you want to start doing some bootstrap credit because we use borrow credit. We started using bootstrap credit. But the next thing is built credit. This is where it gets real. What's the word I want to call it? It gets real worky. You get a lot of work. This is some great information. Thank you so much, Brittany. Let me know I'm not crazy. Build credit. So what's build credit? At the end of the day, you the goal. Everyone type in business credit, business credit, business credit. I'm gonna go a little deeper. I'm gonna go my 3 points and out. No, I'm joking. Business credit. I want you to type in business credit. Reason why I want you to type in business credit, keep saying the word again, because business credit and personal credit is different. Business credit and personal credit is different. Now we use bar credit to get started. We use bootstrap credit to grow a little bit. We use built credit to scale and magnify business next level. I don't care who you are, you only personally qualify for about $100,000, maybe. That's when you try to get a house or something like that. But for banks to give you $100,000 and it's not attached to something they can get money from immediately, it's going to be really hard for you to get money. You need to separate yourself from your business. Now, businesses is attached to something that can generate $1 million plus loans, $1 million plus credits. So you have to separate yourself. If you're going to have business credit, personal credit got to be different. And watch this here. And you don't want a lot of credit on your name. If you're doing business and it's in your name, you won't be able to go out and get a car because your debt to income ratio is going to be too much. Because I don't care how much business you do, your income for your business is never going to equate to how much money your business is making. Your business income and your income is two different things. They're not going to say, oh, your business makes this much, this is your income. No. Every business owner, if you're making the same thing your business making, you're doing bad business. That's a whole other story. I don't have time to get in there. But your debt to income ratio means this is how much money I make, this is how much I'm paying out. If your business have $100,000 worth of bills or $10,000 worth of bills, but your income is only $1,000, you don't qualify for anything. So as you separate your business from your personal name, your personal name is something you want to keep free from all this weight over here. So right now, baby, tell them, what do we have in our personal name?
My car and this house. That's it.
That's it. So whatever we make, only thing on my credit is a car and house. I want to put everything in the business name because the business make way more money than we do. And so we got to separate that. So to really have built credit, this is what a power. Like I told you, for those who just jumping on right now, and I don't hate to say numbers, but my wife taught me years ago that you need numbers to validate where you're at. We have almost $400,000 worth of debt on our business. Somebody said, "Oh my God, that's crazy." No, that's amazing. That's another live, another day. We have 2 trucks. We have a trailer. We have 3 trailers, 2 trucks, some trailers. We have heavy equipment. We have just other things. A lot of stuff out there that's in our name. That's in the business name. And the way we done that because we built credit. Now, if you want to know about build credit, I want you to type in build credit. I want you to type it in now. And the reason why this, I want you to type that in. There's 3 people say build credit for me to keep going. Because build credit is work. And I'm going to give you some stuff, but you got to be able to do the work. It's going to take 3 months to build your credit. 3 months to have build credit. 3 months. I didn't say 6 months. I didn't say a year. 3 months to have build credit. If you want build credit, I want to see the words build credit. I got 1 person say build credit. Anybody else? 2 people say build credit. 1 more person. 3 people say build credit. See, I was hitting y'all up because only I saw was 3 people, so I was hoping 3 people would respond. So build credit. This is number 1 thing you got to do for build credit. Number 1, this is to separate yourself from your business. Number 1, everybody, and I'm going to tell you why you need these things. You need a P.O. box. You need another address. Remember, you're separating yourself from your business. Your address is your address. Your business needs its own address. So important. Number 1, P.O. box. This is information we only used to share just in the den. We over that now. I want to get y'all ready before y'all come to the den. Number 1, you need a P.O. box. P.O. box. And don't get caught up. People say, oh, I need a physical address. I need no. You just need a separate address from yours. A P.O. box would do. That's all we had for years. Matter of fact, we just now got an actual physical address of our business that we actually started using. P.O. box is what we used for years. Number 2, This is the one Pastor T was fighting for earlier, and she's 1,000% right. You need an LLC. You need an LLC, not a DBA. You did the DBA when you was bootstrapping. The bootstrap is over with. We made some money. We're doing some good business. I need an LLC. Why do I need an LLC? You need an LLC because your LLC is your birthing day. That's the birthday of your business. That means the baby of your business came out of you and it's separate. The day you get your LLC is the birthday of your business. From that day forth, your business birthday is that day. Watch this here. Your business, all things going to be birthed out with address separate from yours. You can literally give your business a birth and then have an address and it's separate from you right away. So now your business got a birthday. And then when it comes on a birthday, what do you give your baby on his birthday, baby?
Number, EIN number.
No. What do you give your baby when it's born? What do you give your baby when it's born? Yeah. A name. Your business on that birthday, on the LLC gets a name on that day and an address. A name and an address. You separating it. It's so important. You got a name and address, and like my wife said, next you need a number. You right after you get your LLC, the next thing you go do is get an EIN. See, most of us don't know. Everybody told us the things we're doing. They didn't tell you why. It's a separation. You got your name, you got your address, you got your social. Your business got its name, it got its address, it has its social. The next thing to be responsible, if your child gonna be responsible, it needs his own bank account. And for your child to feel independent, they need to know my money ain't your money and your money ain't my money. Your child say, Mama, stop spending my money. That means I'm not independent no more. But the moment your child get grown, your child say, Mama, this is my money, my address. So it stands on its own. You need an accounting system. So I told you already, you need a PO box, LLC, address, EIN, business bank account, and accounting system. And the EIN is free. The business bank account, free. Don't let anybody charge you for a business bank account. Go to your bank right now and tell them, stop charging me. I was told I can get a free account. You didn't ask, that's why they didn't give it to you. Free. PO box costs you maybe $12 a year, $20 a year. LLC, Harden Enterprise help you do it. It's going to cost you $300. If you come to me.
Well, depending on your state, it depends on your state. Every state is different. Every cost.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, every cost for every LLC for different states are different costs. So you got to make sure if you're, because I have some people that follow me from other states. Please find out from your state how much it is, but it is the best. The reason why I say LLC over a DBA any day, because even though the LLC gonna take a lot of work, but you are literally vetted by the entire United States with that, and nobody else can take that name. With a DBA, it's only for your city. It's only right here. We can have a DBA here in our city. Now, the power of an LLC, let's say you want to do other businesses under it. Now you want to put those businesses under that LLC as a DBA under it. But you want to be able to allow that LLC to be that's your power. That's why I was saying earlier, like a DBA, I don't even want to encourage nobody, but I get people do that. But I don't encourage nobody to do that. Like I strongly suggest a LLC, because half of the stuff that we have is not in our name. It is in our LLC. You cannot do that with the DBA. With a DBA, you cannot put that stuff in your name because you're doing business as, but not doing business as a, I don't know. I just don't think it's legitimate. But I mean, you do it in your city. It's legit in your city. But right now, you want to be able to do business outside of your city. So, or not just outside of your city, but being able to, I'm going to tell you, Miles, it's nothing like walking in, getting a vehicle in your LLC. Man, that's power. Ooh, that's so much power that you don't have to have it in your name. That's the power of it. So I'm
going to add this to it. I'm going to add this to it too. It's something about this here, right? And baby, I feel so bad when I say this. Every time I feel bad when I say this because I think people think I'm crazy. I'm a firm believer that God moves at the speed of our obedience. The more things, it's stupid, but I'm going to say it anyways. The more things we trusted God to go do, God unlocked the opportunities for us to pay for it. We didn't have the money to pay for the truck when we went and got the truck, but we knew we had the capacity to use the truck. We said, man, this Tundra ain't cutting it no more. We had to work. We had to go trust God to go get the truck, and then God brought the contracts. We had to
Right.
work for the skid. We had to trust God to get the skid, and then God brought more contracts for the skid. Everything we done. So what I'm telling you is that, well, I don't have the money. I don't have the jobs. I don't have the contracts because you don't have the faith to go do what God told you to do to go get it. Once you take one step, God take two. So when you go build all this, I believe once you go build all this, once you get to building it, you'll see God start giving you opportunity because he won't give you more than you can handle. If you can't handle this, why would he give it to you? So you literally got to
That's right.
prove to God that you can handle the opportunities by going to go do the work. And if you look
Right.
up, worst case scenario, you go get all the stuff and you don't get any contract, at least you know you tried. But I believe by you going to go do this, you'll get the opportunity because I've seen God do it for us. So, and she's right. I'm telling you, LLC is great. I guess the reason I said it because some people are going to say, well, I don't have the $300 to get an LLC. I already got the DBA. Well, you can bootstrap what you got, but eventually go get the DBA, go get the LLC because at the end of the day, if you don't get the LLC, that's as far as you're going to go. You're going to be
And I
very
guess for
stagnant.
me, it's like I get it too. Like because I started with a DBA, I totally get it. But in order for you to go after OPM, other people's money, you need an LLC in order to do
You
that.
got
You
to get it.
cannot do that with a DBA. If you want to go get a $200,000 loan, you cannot do that with the DBA. You can only do that with an LLC.
Because with a DBA, it's still a personal loan. It's not a business loan. I'm sorry. That's all
Yeah.
it is. You
Yeah.
literally getting a
I mean, you
personal loan
can
in your
probably get
business
a
name.
loan. I ain't gonna say that. You probably could, but I don't know. I just never know.
It's considered a personal loan in your
Yeah.
business name. That's
Yeah.
all it is, a personal loan in your business name.
Oh, but it's not in your got it. Okay, I get it.
And as you pay it off, you're building the credit of your business, but it's gonna take a slower journey. So
But
I'll this up.
aren't you building a credit of your credit though, and not the
Both.
credit of your business of your
It's
LLC?
faster, it's faster of yours, but it gives a presence. It's more personal. It's more personal.
I was
Go
gonna say
talk to
I
your
think,
bank. Yeah,
huh?
go talk to your bank. I told them, go talk to their bank. But
Yeah.
I know that getting in your LLC is building 100% of your business credit because it's almost like getting a car in your name and adding your child as a co-signer
Yeah.
when you do that. So you're getting the loan in your name, but you're adding your business co-signer. The co-signer don't get much credit at all. It's the person that the business name is in is getting it.
Mhm.
So they just adding your business as a co-signer. When my uncle got a co-sign for a car, he got all the credit. I just was co-signed for it. I was just on there riding, but at the end of the day, it didn't do me no good at all. It did
Yeah,
him a
when the
lot of
car was
good.
paid off, it made his credit look good. But it's
Yeah.
something about like one of our vehicles got paid off that was in the business name that boosted up our business credit because of
Not my
truck,
personal credit.
not our
Yep.
personal credit, but
Y'all
our
are giving
business
me so
credit.
much understanding. I'm sorry, I was reading it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Thank you, Brittany. That's encouraging to know. Because I know when he wanted to talk about it, I was like, I don't know if people would actually get it. So I'm glad to know that
Don't,
y'all are getting it.
don't jump yet, though. I got a couple more things to add to it. Number one,
Okay.
PO box. Because I think Brittany about to jump when she said that. Don't go nowhere. Give me 5 because I don't want you to leave with the I got to give it icing. PO box, LLC, EIN, bank account, accounting system. Now, that accounting system, you need 3 months. 3 months of doing business in that accounting system. 3 months of you doing transactions. 3 months of you categorizing. 3 months of you reconciling. 3 months of write this down. For those who don't know, write this down. P and L, P and then AND and then L, P and L, profit and loss statements.
Oh,
Profit and
you
loss
giving
statements.
some good stuff, sir. P and L. Type that in the screen. You giving good stuff. This
It's
stuff you
something
give
else
to
that
the
we,
end. I'm proud of you.
yep. Cut all this stuff. Den not for operating businesses. If you're operating this for the den, if you're not operating, really and truly, the den not for you. Because you spending money trying to figure out if you're going to do business, that don't ever feel good. It don't ever feel good paying for college and I don't know my degree. I feel like I'm wasting money. So I really give this stuff for free. So this is stuff I'm now separating. I give it free any day. And once you start operating, you know what? I do want to be a business owner. Take it serious. Then I put it's called P&L, profit and loss statements. Profit and loss
That's good.
statements. You need that. 3 months. Now watch this here. Now you have business. The moment you have 3 months of profit and loss statements, the moment you have 3 months of bank statement, you have business credit. Now, how much they give you It's how much business you're doing. How much they give you is how much business you can do. But now the missing piece, 1 year of tax statements. 1 year. The moment you have
Wait, I
1 year of
want to
tax,
say this. I'm sorry. You know me. I like to give the other side to this. I want to say this. This is everything, y'all, he's giving you guys. We've had to do we've won at least 3 to 4 or 5 different loans. Everything he's giving y'all is what we have to give to the loan or to get a grant, or I mean, not a grant, but a loan to go after a loan. So I kudo, man. This is good information. Make sure you like and share. This is great information. Go ahead, husband. I'm proud of you. Like we normally gatekeep for only the den. I'm proud of you, sir. Yeah.
this ain't.
Good
That's what I told
information.
them in the beginning, that the hang in there is worth it. I promise you, because this stuff people don't give, and I want to make sure I give it. I'm gonna tell you one thing they're gonna ask you for, and you be ready for this one. 3 months of your personal bank statements.
Yeah, that's
Three
good.
months of your personal bank statements. So that means, what do you mean? If you got bank statements, and watch this here, they see you taking money out of your business account, put it in your personal account. Business, if they see, let's say they see $500 come out of your business account, they see $500 go in your personal account the same day. They see $500 go out of your business account again. They see $500 go in your personal account. They call that commingling. They want to see that your personal account and your business account are just because you separate them, but if you start putting them together, now you link them together. That's bad business.
Preach, sir.
That means you paying yourself around yourself and innocent, and it that means that you, any money that they give you, guess what you're gonna do? And
Commingle.
now you got to use it to build a business.
Yeah.
I've been through class after class after class when I was trying to go for certain business loans for certain people, because they teach you how to do this stuff to make sure that's legit. I just want to help y'all not have to go through what I went through to get to where I got to go. I'm giving you the shortcut, but you got to trust me. If you're gonna pay yourself, watch this here. Do a reasonable owner's withdrawal. You code it as that. And then they're gonna say, oh, you just paying yourself a reasonable amount. If you make $500, paying yourself $500 is not reasonable.
All
I'm
right.
gonna give you one last piece. One last piece. What's a reasonable amount? No more than 30% of what you made. If you made $500, you should keep no more than $150. Man, I just taught y'all everything in the world just
Oh,
then.
that's so good. Bishop, husband. Teach, sir. I
If you
love this because I think man. Ugh, I love it. I love what you're sharing because I think that's the part that people look at and they think, okay, because your company or your business makes a million, that the million belongs to you, and that is not the case. So you can pop off and be like, "Hey, I'm making a million." That don't mean nothing because at the end of the day, if you're not categorizing that right or reconciling that right or making sure you're only getting a percentage and not the whole money, you are really you're paying more in taxes than anything. So I love it. I'm sorry. I'm just so proud of you. Go ahead.
The reason why I say 30%, if you make $5,000, what's 30% of $5,000? The easy math, that's 500 three times. That's $1,500. I mean, you keep $1,500, but you're showing that bank that, man, I'm responsible. That because if I'm trying to do a beauty salon, if I make 500, I spend 500. When I'm gonna buy my supplies, how do I pay for my booth fee? How do I make sure I got equipment? That means you look for them to finance your dream while you pay for your daily. You want them to finance your you want them to finance your business while you pay for your dreams. No, you want to say, I'm already being responsible. Help me be more responsible. So, any questions? I threw it out there. That's it. I want to recap real fast that you can bootstrap your business. You can use borrowed credit, bootstrap credit, build credit. But the bill credit, you need a PO box, LLC, EIN, bank account, accounting system, 3 months, and 1 year taxes. I'm sorry. Any questions? Anything you want to add, baby, before they start asking questions?
No, I think this was very valuable information. I hope it helps somebody. I really do. I know when you said you wanted to talk about it, I was like, oh Lord Jesus, because I know it's a lot of information, but I really pray that someone was helped. I really pray that someone can see that if you are thinking about starting a business, that there's some layers to it. And whichever way you want to go, I'm glad you gave them 3 routes. in order to go. But we definitely want to open it up for any questions, y'all. Hey, we chilling at home. Go on and ask us. We right here.
Yep.
This is your time to ask whatever questions you do. All right, bitch, you got some questions. I love it. Is there an accounting system you all recommend? Oh, yes.
Great question, man. That is super,
Great
super great
question.
question. So there are multiple accounting systems. And what I'm gonna say, do what you can afford until you can't afford to do that no more. And what I mean by that is that they have a lot of free ones out there, but free front means high cost back end. What I mean by that is that it may not cost you to have it, but the transaction fee is going to be higher. So they're going to charge you a little bit more in transaction fees, which is not bad. If I'm making what they looks like, if you're going to make, say, $20, they may take three. With a pay system, you may pay in the front end, but they take less. Everybody's going to take a transaction fee, no matter who they are. It's going to be a less transaction fee. So you pay up front and less transaction fee in the back. So we started off with what we call, and I always say it, I don't know if it's the top one or not. I'm telling you, it got us through. Wave out.
I'll put the link in here. Wave apps. I think that's what it is.
Yes. I know it
And
got
what
us through,
I
man.
go ahead.
No, go ahead, but you co-hosted with me. Go ahead.
What I was saying that it got us through and it allowed us to look professional, versus somebody paying us on Cash App or on Zelle. They were able to get a link to our invoice and they were able to pay us and we looked professional with our logo, all of that stuff on it. And that's the thing about it. And I'll share the link here in a minute, but that's one that we use. But the other one that we use that has been our power piece when it comes to employees, for that person that you get some employees, is QuickBooks.
Yep. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you this here: no matter which one you choose, I need you to do a few things. I'm already talking about being professional. Number one, put your logo on it. Well, how do you put your logo on it? Put your logo on your invoices, on your estimates, on your receipts. Go in the system, do research, ask ChatGPT, ask Gemini, how do I add my logo of my business on my invoices, accounting, the documents for this accounting system? It'll tell you how to go do that. The second thing you want to do is add your address. Remember the address I told you to get? That P.O. box? Because it looks like you have a location or something that they can mail something to. I've had checks. I had people, watch this here. If you want to do this, people say, I want to get different address. I have people who decide to mail my check to me and didn't even ask me. And guess what they mailed it to? My P.O. box. Thank you, Lord. Because if I would have put some type of virtual office somewhere, my check would have went to that virtual office. Put the P.O. box on there so that mail your checks to your P.O. box. So, and then if you can, get a phone number other than your cell phone. That's another, I'm gonna give you that too much.
No, come back. I'm gonna come back to that. But she have a question. She said, "Okay, Wave App, does it do the admin, accounting, etc.?" Yes.
Yes, it does everything. I still go today when they ask me, because they still ask me today. So I need your banks, your P&Ls for the last 5 years. I got to go back to my Wave. I still got access to that Wave account, and I go download those P&L statements from there, and then I go to QuickBooks and download those P&L statements. When someone asks me for P&L statements, I say, "Give me 15 minutes." Most folks say, "Oh, I don't know." No, I know exactly what my P&L statements are. If you want to, I can teach y'all one day how to pull P&L statements. I mean, that's something I may do live one day.
I love
But
it.
Wave apps, like
But I will go back to
go,
the telephone number. Go ahead.
no, you talk about the telephone number.
To go back to the telephone number, you want to make sure that you have a phone number that is separate from your own number. You want to make sure that you have a telephone number that is separate from your own number. Google, if you have a Gmail email address, Google has what you call voice. What is it called?
Google Voice.
Voice. Google Voice. You can create a phone number. We did it for years. It has a personal phone number and you get to transfer the calls. Like, you super duper professional. Now, of course, you're going to have to upgrade your Google to, your domain name eventually. That's a whole nother thing. But once you upload that and you start paying the extra, now that Google Voice will allow you to put people on hold and transfer them and have a professional call. And it's connected to your Google. whatever you're already paying. So you definitely want to use Google Voice. Now, it does not work as well when you are outside riding and not around some internet. Sometimes it doesn't, but you're able to differentiate the. Did I say that right? The difference.
Differentiate.
Thank you. The difference between the calls that are coming in, and you know that this is a business call versus a regular call, and eventually you want to update that to another way. But great question. I mean, great statement. Another question, Bishop. How do
How do
you
you
change the
change?
address of your LLC? Can I say one thing about
That's
that? I want to say one
hmm
thing about it. One thing about an LLC, you want to make sure that you have ownership to that LLC. Make sure it belonged to you and you didn't go through an organization. What's the name of that organization we can't stand?
let's see what
Oh,
we want to
don't say
say.
that. No, don't say that. Don't.
Uh,
I don't want to get sued. Never mind. But
I,
going
no,
through these
that,
different organizations.
I would say I wouldn't worry about getting sued, but it's called not Rocket Lawyer. What was it called? Legal Zone. Legal Zone. Listen, the reason
Yeah.
why I listen, so I won't get sued. I'm gonna say this about what's positive. Legal Zone will help you get your LLC, but once you open up through Legal Zone, they charge you to get your LLC. But anything else you got to do to LLC, you got to go back and pay them every time. Because rightfully so, they got it for you. They have access to it. They're gonna make it easy for you. It's called a convenience fee. You're gonna pay that convenience fee. If you own your own LLC, you can go do all those things yourself and just pay the state what they charge. So I highly recommend, like you say, own it. And how do you own it? Well, that's the discussion. If you're interested in getting an LLC,
Bishop, somebody said yes. Please do the other class. Miles said that the other
gotta
thing you
pull.
said. Now you're gonna add. I heard you about to add another one to you. Go ahead.
I would teach you how to get LLC, but that would be a webinar, and I would have to charge you for the webinar because it is my time. I would charge for webinar, but it'd be very affordable. You may see a lot of webinars come up pretty soon on stuff like this that I know is something you can use right away. And I promise you, if you do pay, let's say $50 for the webinar, I promise you it will save you more than $50 in the end. But it takes time because I'm going to sit there and go through and answer questions and stuff like that and everything. So maybe a webinar coming soon on how to get your LLC and on it because I don't want you to have to come to me. I don't want to gatekeep anymore. I want to let it all out. I want to help you do what I know I can help you do that's worth it more is how to grow your business. Start your business, I'm going to give all that away for free. I didn't ask my wife permission. Going forth, how to start your business, I'm going to give it all away for free. But then once you start it, now I want to help you grow it. And that's where the lines didn't come in at. But how do you change the address? It's called an amendment. I'm going to give you the amendment document right now. It's an amendment. Darius Simon. I'm going to give you the amendment document you pull right now to change your address. Everybody else, you got any questions? Go ahead and type me now. I got to stop in a second and start doing business.
What's the next said? I use the Google Voice. Awesome. It's
Yes.
worth it. Miles said webinar for profit and loss statement. Okay,
Yes,
I'm
yes.
writing down these webinars.
So watch this here. If you own your own LLC, that means you're your own registered agent. It costs you $15 and you got to file a form 401. If you own your own LLC, it costs you $15 and you file a form 401. That's for Texas LLCs only. That's Texas LLCs only. I don't know about any other ones. I know Texas LLCs. It's an amendment or correction to your LLC. If you don't own it, if you got a registered agent like LegalZoom or someone else, go to them and ask them, and they can do it for you. It may cost you more. It probably cost you more, somewhere around $175, $150, maybe even $200. But if you own your own LLC, you went to the Texas Comptroller and you filed it through no, not Texas. You went through the SOS, Secretary of State, and you filed it for the Secretary of State. You go to Secretary of State and you file a form 401. They'll change the address for you. All right.
I hope that helped, Brittany. Any other questions? We love the questions. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
This your time. Look, forever hold your peace. I love it, Bishop. So we're gonna have to set you up. So Lee, we're gonna have to have a whole meeting, set up all these webinars for Bishop to do. To set up. She said, yes, thank you. Yes, that helps. Awesome.
Yeah. All we want to do is help people get started, like I say, and I end it by saying, who is the Lions Den for? We still do the Lions Den. Right now, it costs $65 a month. And who is it for? That person who's already doing business, but you feel like you keep hitting roadblocks, and I don't know what to ask. I don't know who to trust. I don't know who to ask, and I feel as though that I'm doing all the right things, but I'm not getting all the right results. That's who the Lions Den for. The Lions Den is to help businesses that's doing business do business better, bigger, without all the headaches. So I'm telling you right now, that's who the Lions Den for. So if you are a business that's already doing business, we have to come to the conclusion we're not for startups. We're not for startups. Can we help business startup? That's a consultation. A consultation. I sound like somebody else. As a consultation, we will charge you a consultation depending on who you are. Family members, I don't charge for consultations. If you know me real well, I don't charge for consultations. So I don't like charging, but my time is valuable, so I got to start charging. So you may start getting charged for consultations, but I promise you, when I get through the consultation, I'm gonna give you a whole homework assignment that's gonna get you started. Now you come back to me once you start making money and you like it, because sometimes making money in your own business ain't as fun as you think it is. Once you once you start
Right.
making money, you like it, and you want some more, then we'll talk about the Lions Den.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, y'all. Well, we thank y'all for rocking out with us and pray that this was able to help you, as my grandfather would say, hope you in all your endeavors. Uh, but yeah, listen, tomorrow, if you are part of the Butterfly Academy not mentorship, the BAM community on Facebook, join me. Tomorrow I'll be going live at 7 a.m. You guys have chosen the poll. I put a poll in there, and everybody has chosen the topic that you guys want to talk about. And so tomorrow we'll be chopping it up with that topic. So join me in the Butterfly Academy mentorship Facebook page group where I'm going to be talking about that particular topic that you guys chose. So rock out with me tomorrow. I go live every fourth Tuesday around 7 and 8, but tomorrow I'm going live at 7 because I got work to do. But join me tomorrow and let's rock out together. Thank y'all for rocking out. Thank y'all for being a part. Thank you, husband, for sharing your wisdom. I hope this was able to help and encourage you.
I hope so. So
Thank
much
y'all
needed
so much for the consultation. Yeah.
Anytime. Let me know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're excited, man. We love doing this. God put us here, and while God got us here, we want to do great things. My wife is helping ladies. She love helping ladies. Why? Because she came through a lot of things. Everything she's teaching y'all, she came through. That's the same reason why we have business, because we helping y'all with what we came through. So whether it's the BAM community or the small business community, whichever one it is, we always gonna give authentic, real life experience so that we can help you not have to go through it or come out faster.
Yeah. As our coach said, we had a meeting with our coach. Shout out to Coach Brooks. We love her, man. Share with us the importance that she see, like we give stuff away, like, and we not give stuff away, but we make sure that we share our experience. And so that's what we want to continue to do is share that
Yeah,
experience and grow other businesses. We want to see people win. And
that's
however
it.
we can do that, we created tables so that we could do that to show people how to win out here in these
That's it.
streets called life. All right. Other than that, thank y'all for rocking out. For those in the BAM, I'll see y'all tonight to my Butterfly Academy mentorship program. See y'all tonight. We on week 3. I'm so ready. Starting to build. Do y'all homework. Stop playing. All right. Other than that, see y'all tonight. Tomorrow, rocking out with me on the Facebook group. Bishop, thank you for rocking out with us. Until next time, you don't mean anything else. I'm gonna do the happy hunting.
Happy hunting. Let's
Let's see.
eat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.